The cards speak. Justice listens. Welcome to the unseen. Truth doesn't hide forever, not from the eyes that see. Spirits stir, clues awaken. Let the seeing begin. Behind every crime, a shadow speaks. I'm Lady Zelda. Welcome to Seeing Crime. Hello there, my darlings. Oh my goodness, what in the world is going on? Here we are. Yes, there we are. Things are wonky today. How are you? Gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. I've missed you. Thank you. How are things going for you? And I'm going to tell you what. I had the let me just tell you this is what Hank was doing today. Ready? Let me do it again. This was Hank after the barbecuing that Alessi put out today. Yeah, crazy, right? Now, for all of you members, because I love you so much, listen, I've got to fix something here because something feels wonky and I feel wonky. I got to move. There we go. Okay, there we are. I made, here. We can't. Oh my goodness. What in the heck? Look at this. Leave it alone, Zelda. Alessi is the barbecue master. Salami, bologna. My darlings, I have a new emoji for you. It is a barbecue. Go find it and put it in the chat because, that's what we saw. We were invited to a barbecue today. That's what happened. Go ahead and put that in there. I've got to send out a link to what it is that I'm doing. So that way we can run some EVPs in a minute or two. How do you like that? I like it. I want to see what's going on. I've been so busy today that I didn't get a chance to even do that. So while you're barbecuing in the chat, I'm going to set up the link so we can get the party started, get the barbecue rolling. I mean, that's Alessi's barbecue, and man, I'm going to tell you, this was a day. This was a day, and believe me, I kept thinking that Hank was going to be standing up, and I was just ready to go.
Sit down, demon.
But anyway, there you go. That's it. So there was a barbecuing. There was a barbecuing. Now, you know what one thing I hear and I've picked up, and that is many people say Massachusetts. Here in Massachusetts. I suppose that's a good way of saying it when it's kind of like Massachusetts. That's what I would say. But I guess if you're there, it's a pain to say Massachusetts. You just say Massachusetts. You're there. It's all good. There you go. So, yeah. So there we are, my darlings. Patricia, hi, welcome. You're spot on about live Saturday night. Sorry I'm behind, but you said something big was going to be revealed that would not be good for the CW. That's right. Now, I'm just going to say, tomorrow, Hanky is having a little, listen, I don't know if you saw the footage after the trial today. This is the footage after the trial. And it was Hank going into the restroom And yeah, it wasn't good. Wasn't good. So yeah, listen to Anna. Anne, and the Lolly says it. Some of the witnesses, Yuri, he doesn't count, but other people, Massachusetts. But I saw Lolly was Massachusetts. It's all good. Now, somebody asked me the other day, and I'm going to answer this question. Somebody asked me, what's up with being a Commonwealth? And for those people who are not in the United States or outside, or you just don't know, there are 4 states in the United States that are a Commonwealth. They are Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, and Virginia. Now, Massachusetts but there's not really anything about a Commonwealth that sets them apart from a state that is not a Commonwealth. It is kind of that old British type of rule, and nobody just said or did anything about it. So it's okay. You can be in a Commonwealth. I've lived in all those, except Pennsylvania. I've not lived in Pennsylvania. But that's what it is. It's just a historical people. It's just it's a historical thing that people named these states. That's right, Kelly. I was born and raised in Virginia and worked in the criminal justice system. Never seen this nonsense there. No, I have never seen this nonsense at all. But I'm going to tell you, it's making Hanky mad. Tomorrow may not be as good. I'm going to tell you, be watchmen. Watch. Now, Bev doesn't like this either, but it's pretty obvious what's going on. But that barbecue today, and you saw this guy's face light up. The reality is, it's really not his fault. It's his fault, but it's not his fault. Hank lied. Another Pinocchio moment for Hank. That's what happened. Hank lied. And you know what? This is what I say to Hank.
Shut.
Sit down. And you know what?
Sit down, demon.
That's right. This guy, I kind of felt sorry for, but I got to tell you this. Can I tell you this? That guy handled it pretty well. Other than lighting up like a little Christmas tree, he handled it pretty well. I mean, I probably would have been in tears. And something like, I'm going to be generous, fibbing, telling a fib on your CV. Now, what is a CV versus a resume? Many of you ask. A CV is a curriculum vitae, which means it talks more about your education than it does your experience. A resume talks more about your education and your experience. And it's just a way of being a little bit of a snob and saying, oh, do you have a CV? Oh, no, darling. No, let me forward my CV over to you. Thank you very much, darling. Cheers. I think Auntie Bev got a little kick out of this today, sort of, kind of. I think she did. But Hank is like this bully that has been knocked down in the schoolyard, and he's making a plan tonight. So just be watching. Just be watching. He will try to sandbag. No, I'm not in New York, my darlings. He will try to sandbag Alessi tomorrow. You're going to hear him. Sustain, 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 sustain. Object, sustain, object, 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 sustain. That's okay. You can't listen, you can't get past the Alessi. You can't get past the Alessi. And you know the sigil that we put out Saturday? I'm not saying that's all of it, but look, when we all believe and send that vibration up there, what do you think's going to happen? No, I'm not in Tennessee either right now, darlings. I'm in the South. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm making some changes, but I don't really like to give out my whereabouts. Thank you so much. Someday I will. But so I'm not in Kentucky. So I'm just going to say, my darlings, this was sort of, kind of pain. I felt pain for this guy. Now I got to point out something. Do you know the last EVP? Now I know you're going to follow me on this as soon as you hear about it. You know the last EVP that we had that said Jew? Do you remember that? The first thing I thought of when I saw Mr. Shannon was that he had a yarmulke. Some people say yarmulke, some people say yarmulke. And I thought, oh, Shannon? Oh, he could be Jewish. That was the first thing that I thought. And then I realized, hello, it was the overcomb and the way he did it, and it was dark and it looked like, now I don't know if that, but that just like, whoa, resonated with me. He had this little, it wasn't really the shark, but the accent was going to work on the jury. You know why they put him in place? Because a Southern accent makes people believe that you are more believable. I mean, after all, my mama would be terribly upset if I lied on the stand. Bless her heart. So this is some low down strategy. And I'm going to tell you what I really picked up. I really don't feel that this guy had a hand in things. I don't. I believe that this is Brennan because I have a theory, and y'all tell me, and I'm going to be the first fiddly-dee. I'll think about it tomorrow. I can't think about it today. But I can't imagine this guy purposely setting out to do this. Now, here's my theory. Because I heard that Trooper Paul's boss went to work for Aperture. Does he have a little bit of skin in the game? Does he have a little bit of skin in the game? Because after all, this makes Trooper Paul look like he was the man. And of course, who gets mentioned? Tully. He was talking to Tully. So, question, hold on. Question for the paranormal court and the jury is this. Is this some underhanded, fluky stuff from Hank via Tully to set out because he said a couple of and the thing of it is this is a reason I don't believe that he set out to do this is because he was very matter of fact when he answered Alessi. He did not double clutch. He did not back up. He said, "Yes, sir. No, sir, that's not no. I don't have my BS." Well, let me tell you something, my darlings. He may not have his BS from the University of Alabama, but now he's got BS otherwise, and the internet is tearing him up. And if you go on Aperture's website, it says not designated for expert. Ooh, how long do you think he's going to be employed by Aperture? If I were him, I would go right back to Aperture and say, I'm through. You set me up. I'm through. I'm getting a lawyer. I'm through. Because they only gave him a little bit of a little bit. And they planted a seed in him to make him think that the timeline was going to change so that he didn't know that the trial was going on. So do we think that Tully maybe had a little bit of underhandedness in this? I mean, because think about this. He wasn't really given a lot, and he really didn't know. Now, here's the thing that just chaps my stick. The Commonwealth buys a brand new Lexus 570. Now, what are they going to do when this is done and over? They're going to give it to Hanky Panky because they don't keep assets like this. So what does he want to be a Karen Reed wannabe now and drive around in a Lexus 570? That vehicle, 100 grand easy. So they're going to go out and buy a 100 grand vehicle. Sus, bunch of losers trying to manipulate this whole testimony. Listen, but this is my opinion now because I'm not a lawyer, I'm not law enforcement. So here we go. Here comes the Zelda rant. If Bev was really a judge, she would look at this and say, what kind of mockery and horseplay and shenanigans is this? Mistrial with prejudice. Done. It's over. She should have been like the Alec Baldwin. Listen, Groovy, I know exactly what you're saying, but you know what? As they say in the South, I wouldn't take that if it hair-lipped a dog. I wouldn't take that because heck fire, you don't know what they could do to that to set her up. I wouldn't take crap from them. I would be like, hello. But I can tell you this right now, Mr. Shannon, when he's done, this is just the beginning. When he's done tomorrow, I'm sure, going to go back. And of course, all the Twitter idiots are, look at Alan Jackson. He hasn't updated her. Oh, look at Karen Reed. She hasn't updated that. Fine. You don't I haven't updated my LinkedIn, and I don't even know if it's still there. But I got to tell you this. That's LinkedIn to me is like the meat market. I don't go to LinkedIn anymore. Nobody really does. That was a thing in the early 2000s, I think, and that was it. But reality, I kind of feel sorry for him because he is being torched. Can you imagine his wife? Does he have kids? Can you imagine? Oh, that is a nightmare. But I think he was set up because this is a man, I think, that regards his career. If he's got a family, what would possess anyone to go in and fib? And he even said, I don't know, Aperture goes in and they put these up. I just have a tendency to believe him. I don't think that he did this on purpose. I mean, that's what I'm getting. Now, y'all can just, I mean, you're more than welcome to say, no, Zelda, you're full of the brown stuff. And that's okay. But he's been fibbing. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The 2018, I think at one point he did have pursuing, because he did have that on, because what I saw was pursuing his BS. Now it's total BS. He ain't pursuing nothing now. And the fact that they took it down this weekend, shame on you people. You know, I got a message for the Commonwealth. I'm going to tell you something, Commonwealth. People are coming out. The truth is being revealed. People are starting to really recognize the truth when they see it. If you feel that you want to prosecute or jail people for telling the truth and standing up to you, I got news. You better increase your budget. You're going to have to build a lot more jails, because people are not going to put up with this corruption and this horseplay up there any longer. Done, kaput, out. And we're hoping. That's what we're hoping. This is more than an outrage. This is absolutely craziness that they want to focus. Oh my gosh, there's a gnat. I feel like Mr. Miyagi. I just caught him. People want to focus on a 3-point turn, and these wieners buy a Lexus, 100,000 plus for that Lexus. This is what evil and corruption will do. They will spend more money trying to nail Karen to the cross than they will to get to the real truth. Seriously. What is that all about, Commonwealth? It's not like you don't have anything to do. Is she that frightening to you? Will she figure out the truth more than what she already knows? What's going on? Because that truth is going to come out. And you know it. It will come out. It's commanded to come out. There's nothing you can do about it, Commonwealth. That's the way it is. He's been doing this for years. Yes, he has. He's been doing this, but they made the comment. See, okay, so you know what? He, probably cheats on his taxes. Who cares? Here's what I'm mad about. It's not about 2018, 2008, this. It's about the fact that the Commonwealth has the same resources that the defense team and Alessi has. And they're going to try to pull the wool over our eyes with this expert that they should have vetted and had never belonged on the stand. That is my problem that I have. This guy, yes, he shouldn't have. Yeah, there were things that he shouldn't have done. However, the Commonwealth should have. Hello, a woman's life is on the line, and they're bringing up someone who, what's he have? An equivalent to a GED? No, it's not that bad, but that's how it looks, and that's the sad part of it. This guy is this guy. Let's concentrate on the Commonwealth because they wanted to fool you and me and get public opinion riled up and say, oh, look, we have the evidence. We brought it in mid trial because of this expert. And look at what has happened. Now, now, and look at what Alessi did today. Do we not think that the remainder of this sham that the Commonwealth tried to pull with changing the timelines is not going to? I mean, what other expert do they have? Get Whiffen back on the stand. Get Jessica Hyde out of Waffle House and get her back on the stand. And watch what happens because they're going to say no. Listen, I know a little bit about a little bit. And he's trying to say that this particular something, look, the Lexus 570 SUV is connected to a satellite, the infotainment center. I made a video on it. It's been last year. Is connected to the satellite. There's a reason for that. It's Lexus's answer to Cadillac, who used to have OnStar. It's called something else now. OnStar is connected directly to satellite. So if you had a little button, all you have to do, or a little problem, you just have to push that little blue button and they'll come on and say, how do I know? How do I know? Well, because I had one. And my dad, at the time when he was still living, was diabetic. And we got caught behind some huge traffic. And of all things, Dad forgot his insulin. And it was getting to the point, and we were far away, and a big semi-truck had crashed, and blah, blah. And we were in a pickle. So I call OnStar. And my dad's, don't. Oh, yeah, Dad, I'm going to have you go into some type of insulin coma right here in my car while we're waiting for this. Wrong. So I push OnStar. Immediately, the OnStar operator comes on and says, hello, Miss Zelda. How can I help you today? And I'm like, and I couldn't even get it out. She said, yes, you are on blah, blah, blah. And, oh, it looks like there's an accident. And it looks like this is happening. Are you having an emergency? And I said, yes, my dad is diabetic. So I either am going to have to get some type of insulin to him or you're going to have to reroute me. And she's like, I'll stay with you. We'll reroute you. You go on the shoulder. I'll call the police. This is what was happening. She said, I'll call the police and tell them this is what you're doing and that we have routed you. I get on the shoulder. I'm passing people. I'm doing exactly what I don't want people to do. And now I don't say anything. And she said, there is an exit coming. We couldn't see it. And all of a sudden, there's an exit. She said, you get on the exit, you'd go left, you take this route. And I mean, she had us going through a place. It was in Tennessee. And I said, listen, ma'am, I just want you to know I am prepared to hear banjo music at any moment because I feel like we're in the boonies. Pardon me. She said, oh no, you're going to come out here. She walked us through to the point where we routed all of this and I was able to get home and get my dad's insulin. That's OnStar. That's exactly what was in the infotainment center in Karen's Lexus. Exactly. I know. A long time ago, I was going to buy one because Lexus is kind of the answer to Mercedes sometimes. And I thought, oh, those Lexus are nice. So they have that same thing. So somebody makes sense to me from these experts and telling me why this clock needs to be this and this and this, but you're connected to a satellite. Listen to me, I'm losing my voice. Thank you, Paula. But you're connected to a satellite. Should we call Elon Musk? What's going on? Now, that's my rant for today. But I got to tell you, they could go directly to Lexus. Why aren't they? I'm sure the defense has, because isn't it Nathan Reed that worked for Lexus for quite some time? That's probably why Karen got that. Because, you get pretty good family discounts. My dad worked for General Motors. That's why I got a good discount on my very nice Cadillac that I used my little OnStar. It's worth it. I don't have a Lexus. I was going to get one. I don't have one. I had a Cadillac. But at this point, okay, hold on. BC can have the total Toyota Grand Highlander. I can debunk a lot of the testimonies. Let's get you the datum. Your clock is resyncing every time you connect to Apple CarPlay. See, they're not going to be off that much unless there's something wrong. What could be wrong? Well, your battery could be screwed up. That's the whole thing. There's plenty, and believe me, the defense is just getting started. They're on a roll. And believe me, Honk, Pinocchio, is not going to be able to talk to Dr. Wolf the way that, unless he talked to Mr. Shannon today, Shannon Burgess, whatever. There's a song, we've only just begun. That's what it is. Listen, I hear people say, it drives me crazy when they say, well, the fix is in for the Commonwealth. And that brings me to something that I want to play for all of you. And I told Miss Shorty that I would. Miss Shorty, talented, sent me a note and said that we inspired her to write this music. And I'm going to play it for you. And that's what I want to do. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it. It's stunning, beautiful. So get ready, my darlings, because we're going to play it right now. If I can find it. Here we are. Because the other night, Saturday night, when I said, no, the fix is not in for Karen. It is for the Commonwealth. This is what she wrote. And it's queued up. Here we go. You're all going to love it. Give me a chance, my darling. We're going to look at everything. Here we are. And I hope you enjoy this. Bad actors. We just know evil withers, wrong ain't right. The fix is in, not worried about a thing. Good, oh, I got chills. So let me hear you sing. Sit down, Weasel Demon. Hush now, talk is sit down, Weasel Demon. We are around the world. actors in the light. Some things we just know, even when it's wrong and right. The fix is in, not worry about a thing. Good prevails, so let me hear you. Well, we're gonna watch everybody. Okay, so this is important. Miss Shorty is a big fan of our channel, so we're gonna listen to them all. Darkness congregating, mobster lawyer, chilling to the bone. Mobster lawyer. What would you not do to bring fiasco home? The fix is in, actors in the light. Some things we just know, even when it's wrong and right. The fix is in, not worry about a thing. Good prevails, so let me hear you sing. But none of it bears relevance. Cursing out the parlance. 47 down to 10. What's done is done, and here we are again. Some things we just know, even when it's wrong and right. I love this Shorty. So have faith, justice will prevail. Can you feel it? The thinning of the veil. Black, white, day, night, the Commonwealth derails. Sit down, motherfucker. Sit down, weasel demon. Hush now, talking shit. The universe sees what you're doing. Around the world, sending love and light to Karen Reed and John O'Keefe. Our outrage fuels the fight. The fix is in, bad actors in the light. Some things we just know, even when it's wrong and right. The fix is in, not worried about it, not a thing. Good prevails, so just let me hear you sing. It's disgusting, it's exhausting, but if she can't do it, so can we. We ain't got no quit, justice prevails. Free Karen Reed. That's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, look at there. Who's on that screen? Okay, my darlings, now I want to show you Microdot's new one. You're going to love this one. And then I want you to, then we're going to be pumping to Derek Carney, and then we're going to do some EVPs. Let's go. All right, my darlings, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Here comes Microdots. Here comes Microdots. Right down Microdot Lane. All right, here we are. Let me fix this so it's a little better for you. This is Richie. Pardon me. And here we are, my darlings. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, here we are. Okay, let me get it started for you. Here we are. You might want to turn your sound up just a hair. I'm going to be quiet.
Sometime before 1:26 a.m., Brian Higgins walks outside, gets into his Jeep, never sees the body of a man over 6 feet tall lying directly beneath the flagpole, despite it being illuminated by the powerful plow lights mounted on the front. No sneaker, no shards of reflective plastic on the road in front of him. Brian Higgins then drives away from 34 Fairview Road. It's 1:26 a.m. We will first see Brian Higgins arrive to the police station as viewed from the rear parking lot camera. It is mounted on the back corner of the Sallyport garage. The red circle represents where he parks. He exits the vehicle. The surveillance video picks up his iPhone's true depth facial ID camera, scanning his face. This means he's looking directly into his device. He hesitates momentarily, looks back at the Jeep, looks into his phone, then continues. While he's outside, Brian will be using his phone quite a bit. Next, we see him pass in front of the small island containing a tree and a light pole. The camera is mounted here. He walks to the entry on the church side of the Sallyport and is picked up by the camera at the top corner of the main building. At 1:28, he walks down the first floor corridor. He enters this room for 1 minute and 39 seconds before returning to the hallway. This door leads to the communications center. Here's how we know. The camera we are viewing from is located here. We can trace his steps through the interior of the police station, entering the first floor corridor and then moving directly to the comm center. The comm center is manned at all hours. It would be the first place you'd go to find out if anything unusual has been reported, like a woman calling to say she dropped her boyfriend off at a party and hasn't heard from him since. And it's just on the other side of that glass. We attempted to decipher the words written on this sign. I believe it reads authorized personnel only. He takes a quick look down the hall, perhaps to see if anyone is present, then takes a right and moves out of view of the cameras. From here, he could have taken one of 3 doors. To his left and right are offices. Straight ahead is an entryway which leads to the front wing of the building, with also a stairwell that he could have taken to go upstairs to the 2nd floor. Here's the 2nd floor layout. If he did come up here, he would have exited the stairwell at this point, and based on the timeline, he certainly had the time to do it. The station seems to have numerous cameras in place inside and out. It's peculiar then that the exact footage that would show us where Higgins went for those crucial minutes is conspicuously missing. Are we really expected to believe there are no security cameras operating inside the communications center, the very place where police interact with the public face-to-face through glass every day, and not a single other camera in the building that could show us where Brian Higgins went? These officials have proven their willingness to tamper with and withhold crucial evidence. Therefore, it's just as important to consider what was not provided as it is to examine what was. 4 minutes and 36 seconds later, he reappears in the main corridor and proceeds to leave the same way he came in. He just reached into his pocket for his phone and now has it in hand. But he waits. The second he steps outside of the building, he starts using his phone again. It's already up to his ear. It's worth noting he stayed off the phone while inside, at least from what we can see, meaning he likely placed a call as soon as he had privacy again. Higgins enters frame right and approaches the Jeep. still with the phone to his ear. He walks between the Jeep and the large pickup
I don't believe anybody from 34 Fairview is.
and heads
on this
straight for the
now.
vehicle in the rear of the parking lot. We know this because we see his long shadow moving that way behind the Jeep. Higgins stands outside the vehicle briefly, then opens the door and gets inside. The tail light illuminates, indicating he starts the vehicle. It is located approximately here. He first turns on the windshield wipers, then rolls the driver's side window down to clear snow, allowing him to see. We speed up the playback while he sits inside. He moves the vehicle off screen left.
Right, but down, but dials.
He reappears and clears both windshield wipers from a third vehicle. He stops here with his elbows bent as they would be if he was manipulating his phone in front of him, in a stance consistent with interacting with text messaging. He focuses on his device for about 18 seconds. Then proceeds to the rear of the Jeep. And returns to open the driver's side door, most likely to fetch the keys for the large truck, a fourth vehicle, which lights are triggered as he remotely unlocks it, then enters to start the engine. The lights flicker again when he opens the door. The truck is now on and idling, with the driver's side door still slightly open. He rolls the vehicle forward a few feet, deeper into the parking spot.
Right, Laura?
He opens the passenger side door of the third vehicle, reaches in.
It's okay, Rosebud. No worries. No worries. You're good.
Then walks back to the Jeep. And seems to do the same thing there, opening the door momentarily.
I don't think you're going to get away with anything.
Then back to the third vehicle he goes, this time to access the bed. We see the black underlid of a container or tarp come up and cover the back window momentarily. He reaches in, throws a large duffel bag over his shoulder, and closes the lid.
Those are supplies. In my opinion.
The bag appears to be very large. He opens the driver's side door of the Jeep. Again, you get a clear glimpse of just how massive the bag is. He walks to the back of the Jeep and places it inside.
Yes, Kim. Let's careful what we put in the chat, okay, my friends?
Then starts up the vehicle and closes the door. Returning to the third vehicle, he opens the passenger side door. He's looking for something towards the back seat. He opens the rear passenger side door and looks in. He then walks off camera, left side momentarily.
Yeah, about the bag.
He is presumably on the other side of the vehicle, rear door.
There's an important part coming up.
He returns to the Jeep yet again to do something. Then heads back to the third vehicle.
The cars are in the parking lot of the Canton Police Department, and some of them belong to the police department or other people that seemingly
We see him
has
walk
the
back
keys.
into frame, this time holding some kind of poled tool, possibly a snow brush.
Yep. Think about that.
However, he doesn't use it on any of these vehicles. He puts it inside the Jeep, gets in, and readies to leave the premises.
No, Chloe's not in there. What's that, Sissy? What's that?
And finally, he drives off into the night. All we know about what he did next is what he's told us.
Okay, is my thoughts, and my thoughts are not the facts. Oh, I've got a little bit of something here hanging over. Let me fix that. It is my thought that Higgy went back to 34 Fairview after getting a few supplies. Because what John told me was that they held towels at the back of his head. Now, also think about this. Higgy in that video got a long pole that looked like a snow, something you brush snow off. Well, why would they take that? Well, I don't know. If they took John outside, they could easily use that and brush away footsteps. Kimberly, Higgins doesn't. Higgins is filled with regret. And that's why these people are scared of him. Because, he's got an in with the FBI. And why would he run? Why would he run to his lawyer in Sharon, Mass, and have the feds come there and interview him? I mean, look, I think everybody should lawyer up before you start answering questions. Anything can be misconstrued, but this was quick. This was like almost immediately. Talk about consciousness of guilt. That is sus to me. I think that he has, because first of all, look at all the text messages. Bless you. Look at all the text messages from, between on the family text. Higgy wasn't in those. When they were talking about, is Channel 4 at D&E Pizza? We'll find out what she wants. Higgy wasn't in there. Higgy is a throwaway, just like Proctor. Higgy was bound to them like Carrie, but Higgy was far more involved, in my opinion, than Carrie could ever dream. Listen, if Carrie knew the truth, she would run immediately. That's her personality. She would immediately run to the authorities. If she just thought for one little millisecond that what everybody is saying true, she would go. Oh, look, you have a fan. Hi, Kyler. Hi. Say hi, Sammy. Say hi. No, she don't want to say hi. She's over here sneezing on me. And hope it... Ugh. Hello. Anyway, so glad. Hi. You're going to look at Kylie's daughter. Theo says hi to you. Aw, Sammy's fan club. She was marked safe from tracking cats in Canton. So just so everyone knows. Thank you so much. Now, there's something here back here I want to... yeah. Karen calls Jen at 4:53 a.m. Jen calls Julie 4:55. Jen calls Nicole at 5:07. Karen leaves the house at 5:08. Jen stalls Karen to find John. Gee, that's simple. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a physicist that works with ARCA to figure that one out. And yet it's right in front of them, and that's why they're fighting so hard. Pardon me. That is why they're fighting so hard. Well done. Kim is right. Because this. And after today's barbecuing, this guy returning to the stand tomorrow, but let's not get used, because I'm going to tell you, I can almost see Brennan filing. There's some, and these readings, there are more motions, or he's going to file something, because he is a weasel demon, in my opinion, just like Miss Shorty's song. Right? Well, my question is, how dumb do they think you and I are? And especially, how dumb do you think that Jen felt that the feds were? I mean, Hank is having a hard time tonight, but Jen, when the feds showed up, she not only needed 10 minutes to make her calls, she needed another 10 minutes to, well, let me just say, her sphincter muscle was messed up after then, because she knew it was serious. And they know that the feds contacted David Yannetti. They also know that the feds told David Yannetti, Lolly, Morrissey, We don't see anything here. There is not an accident here. We don't see that. We recommend that you do not file charges. And what did they do? You're going to go against the FBI? When the FBI says don't file charges, if you file charges, they're going to start looking at you, Mr. Meatball, to see why she's on your top 10 list. That is just craziness. Okay. Oh, on to BB2. So I didn't get a chance to respond to your video last night, but when airport came up on EVP, that's the trip to New York. Oh, and Word Drive was next. Okay, they drove back. Okay. Oh. I don't even know if they went. I don't even know. Let's be careful what we put in the chat, please. I don't even know. So there's a question here. Melissa has. Melissa, do you see Hickey cloaked? No. Jen's not going to cloak him. If they have to, they'll throw him right to the wolves. I mean, after all, it's 5 against 1, 4 against 1. All they have to do is say, yeah, you know what? We were afraid. He works for ATF. You know, we just didn't understand, but now we understand exactly what happened. He had a beef with Karen that night. Things went too far. We were afraid. But we know that Hickey unalived John. They'll just, and Hickey knows that. He sure does. He sure does. He knows it. I agree. I've always asked this. Nobody has cooperated the New York trip. Any law enforcement in New York? I haven't heard it. Kylie says, no, have you seen how she speaks on him in court? She distances herself so much from him and makes a point. Yeah, just like Carrie. Carrie served a purpose. I wonder if they're besties now. You know, I mean, they need to get those little matching bracelets that say BFF, you know, best felony friend. Think they didn't, the defense will prove there's no airline. Yeah, oh yeah, listen, you think today was something? Wait for the defense to present their case. I think the CW is going to rest pretty soon. They just need to rest in peace, as far as I'm concerned. Boom, done, out. They need to, like, done. And just wait. Yeah, just wait. And there's no way, someone asked me today, there is no way that they're going to, right now, through this particular proceeding, check the DNA of Higgy, Brian, or Colin. That doesn't mean they're never going to. That doesn't, or Proctor, that, or Tully, or Buchanan. It doesn't mean that they're not going to. Look, the feds are the feds. They can go get a drinking bottle. They can get a tissue. They can go get anything out of the garbage and get DNA. They don't have to ask these guys permission because they know Auntie Bev won't give them a court order. So what do they know? I do not see the feds doing anything while this is going on for Karen. This is why. They're not going to jump in the middle of this because there's more things to come out. And it's not that they don't know these things. It's just that, it's almost a sick and twisted game in some regard. That is, yes, if you're watching, hello, that they make people wait because it's that friggin' mind game. That's the mind game that they're playing with Auntie Jen. That mind game of, oh, crap. Are they watching? Are they listening? Maybe that's why we don't have any more text message groups. Maybe that's why we don't, because listen, they can have all the groups they want to, and there can be an ice cream truck sitting outside with little mechanics that they can listen to as to the conversations of what's going on in the house. So that's why they're very careful and very punctual about where to go and what to do, because listen, there are ears everywhere. And you can't tell me that when this is over, Colin is not going to be bragging again, because it's my understanding, I don't know it as fact, but that he was bragging to other people when this first happened. And they had to tell him, squelch, stop. Of course they're still watching. This, for me, when they first said that, when Helena Rafferty came out and said, "Oh, it's over," and nobody, whatever, what?
Sit down, demon.
It's far from over. The FBI has a license to lie, and it's covert activity, and it's for a reason, because they want to see what you know. Just like Jen saying, "Oh, I hope the FBI, and I hope them solve this case." Of course you did, Jen. Of course you did. They feel so. They'll probably send you a coconut cake on your next birthday. I don't think that is her relation. It's been disputed a few times, so let's be careful about that. I don't think so. They certainly aren't talking in places they frequent, that's for sure. Yeah, she does. She does believe that. She believes it, body and soul, that she's one of them. She's probably looking to get her honorary badge in the mail. Here, one of us now. Come, let's talk. That's what they do. My goodness. That's right. She knows. She knows. She sure does. She knows. So that today is a fantastic isolated isolated day of trial. Tomorrow, be a watchman. Hello there, Risa, my darling. How are you? Thank you for coming in, my sweetheart. There we are. There we are. Thank you. Thank you. The proffer with federal grand jury is limited since he received a subpoena to test. Yeah, it's limited, like extremely limited. You know what else they call it used to be in the old days when I would work with some of these people that they would call a proffer a queen for the day letter. And the queen for the day letter back in the old days was a letter in which if you started singing, they had a particular time frame. If you started singing, you had to show up with your lawyer. They would give you immunity, and that meant you had to bust it and tell everything. Because if you didn't, queen for the day letter is over. can't wait to have you ride with us in the cab. So excited. Julie, hi. I'm excited about that too. And while I've got you here, 7 p.m. Eastern, next Saturday night, that is the 24th of May at 7 p.m., I will be a guestie on somebody's meowing. I will be a guestie on Calling All Beings Cab with DJ and Bossa Bia and all these wonderful people. I don't know if there's going to be someone else on with me or not. Last Friday or so, Nan Gallagher was on just a couple or 3 days ago. A lot of fun. It was Saturday night because we were live the same time. So after I go on live, so I'm going to leave a link Saturday night, the 24th, on Calling All Beings. I'm going to leave a link when DJ sends it to me that I will be posting in the community tab. When we're done, we're going to come back over here and have a live, and we'll probably have a giveaway. So be prepared. We're probably going to have a giveaway next Saturday night because True Oracle is over 3,500 now. So I want you to go to True Oracle if you haven't been there before and make sure that you're subscribed. And so that, because you don't have to be a member, it's not YouTube sponsored, and there's no purchase necessary. We will have a giveaway next Saturday night after Calling All Beings. And I will be looking the same as what I do right now. I'm just going to go on there. We're going to have a good time. I don't know what DJ wants to talk about, but we'll talk about whatever he wants to talk about, and we'll just go to town. So you guys are going to love it. He's got a great show. It's an hour, and so we'll be doing our thing. Thank you so much, Kim. I can't wait either. We're going to have a good time. Now listen, I want you to all listen very carefully while I'm on cab, because every time I'm on a podcast or as a guest, you can hear little voices, and I don't do anything, but you can hear the voices coming over, and sometimes they'll say, Mommy, or hi, or whatever. I want you to all listen. And if you hear it, let me know, because, there we go. Nan was on. Yes, I watched. Yes. I got to tell you what, you're going to laugh at this. Poor Nan. I really like her. I have a lot of respect for her. It was Nan on Calling All Beings this weekend. Was a great show. You fit in that show. He has. Thank you, Melissa. Well, at the end of the show, Dan was still on, and he said, oh, yes, next week we have psychic, or Lady Zelda, she is a psychic. And the look on Nan's face was kind of like, oh, sorry, Nan, shock. But Nan is cool. So, yeah, there you go. Wasn't it? Listen, the lamp going, the printer, I've unplugged the printer because I can't hack that. And see, all of that has a lot of stored energy in it. That's why it happens like that. And it's to get my attention. So you never know. Pierre, hi. I may be reading too much into this, but aperture means a hole, an opening. Yeah, it's kind of a portal into a universe, aperture type thing. Brennan looking for a loophole? Well, or he can just be in the cosmic unknown for all I care. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes, at the 24th of May, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be in the cab. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that because he's my people. So I'm looking forward to that. There we go. Uh, Aperture is a camera lens that opens to capture images. So true. Yes. A portal to the cosmic unknown. Gosh, that almost sounded like Twilight Zone. A portal to the cosmic unknown. You have entered the Twilight Zone. That's right. Well, that's what I was saying, Kim. I heard that some relatives of Trooper Paul was in the latest office that opened in December and January. So, yeah. So there we go. Yes, please do me a favor. We are watching. Jerry texted me before we came on. YouTube is holding comments, so please be cautious. I don't want to be demonetized, so I appreciate it. You know, I know how everybody feels. Let's just be careful, please. So she sent me a couple of warnings, that chat warnings. So there we are. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's all cool. Oh, Jules, I'm the dispatcher. Giggles, our fares are intelligent and well behaved. So easy, easy job. Yeah, aw. That's wonderful. That just cracked me up though. Poor Nan. She was sitting there and they're like, next week, Lady Zelda, she's a psychic. And Nan's like, oh. It's okay, Nan. If you see this, it's okay. We're good. So that's good. So yeah, I love Nan. She's cool. Karen made. I saw that. Anyone see Bev's grave concern? I haven't seen a grave concern yet. I love that name though. Thank you. Karen made a comment after court today. She basically said the data will be explained in their case. She also told Mr. Alessi, I want you to do it the way we discussed. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to go home and I'm going to have a White Claw. Thank you. Not before I don't give Hank a side eye and tell him, go ahead and sustain. Hello, jurors. I wonder if Karen ever thought of psychic help. Maybe, I don't know. But, Richie may have told her. I don't know. But, these guys, it's hard it is very hard. I want you to know this. It is very hard. Hold on. Jules, Nana's great, and Cab is originally a paranormal and UFO and Bigfoot channel. So there's that. You know what? I think that's so cool because I have Bigfoot stories, I have paranormal stories, I have UFO stories, I have ghost stories. I am like the story queen. So whatever anybody wants to talk about, we will talk about. We're good. We're good. It's not like I have to get on there and go, duh. What are we going to talk about? Because that's one thing I don't have a problem doing, and that's talking. Lady, your appease the gods and the wisdom of the rainbows, unicorns, kitty pictures, plants, natural dye yarns, and reflections of old Hollywood. Thank you. I resemble that remark. Thank you. Let me see. I saw that she kind of went like this, and I don't know. There's Candy. She knows my stories. Candy, bless her heart, my niece, has been around since I had a group called House of Zelda on the Book of Faces. But unfortunately, people would come in who had other agendas and steal my pictures, steal my content. And I said, Enough is enough with the Book of Faces. Goodbye. I still have accounts there, but I don't post anything. I'm not going to give anybody any more content that I work so hard to get. And I was in the creator program, and every now and then I would get these little notices. This psychic Zelda Kelly says that you've stolen their stuff. Sure. So that's how it works over there on the Book of Faces. There's only been a case so far as I know where ghosts solve their own case. The Greenbrier case, the Greenbrier, I can't remember her name. I believe they were immigrants by their name. She was unalived by a husband, and her ghost appeared to her mother. Now, get this. This is in Greenbrier, Virginia, I think. Yeah, I think. I did a video on it if you want to go look. But it is about this woman who married this man, and she was expecting, and, So evidently, one day she took a little trip down the steps, and he was right behind her, and it hurt her neck, in which it was kind of broken. So her mother said that she appeared in the dream and told that it was him. And this is the first case that I know of that actually they went to the prosecuting attorney and he let it in trial. And this guy ended up confessing because of it. That was something. That was, Jules, I'm paraphrasing because I can't really think right now. There's another lawyer, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, who knew, I think he handled the case where somebody did not disclose that they were selling a haunted house. And they bought the house and it was haunted. So another word yesterday was catalog. Thought of binder. Yeah, maybe. Yes, Rosebud. Yeah, there are a lot that try to jump on the Zelda train. The difference is that they would send people, if you send me, $300 or $400 now. It's so funny. I just got an email. Let me look at it from DJ. Let me say. There's a YouTube link. Well, he says if I want to promote it, yeah. Well, let's take a look at it. How's that? I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the chat. I love Rekieta Law too. Here we are, my darlings. I've not seen this. So let me pop over. I'm going to take a look at it and we'll just play it. Let's see what it is. Isn't that amazing how I just manifested this? So hold on. There it is. That is the chat. Okay, so that is the YouTube link that I don't think you have to see it because it's not live yet. And he did a very good job on the thumbnail, and it's very kind of him. So there we go. Preparing for Saturday night. Y'all can go over there and jump on there and see how it is. But anyway, he, it says something about, please check my connection. I'm having trouble connecting. What sorcery is this? You know what I think? I think I'm on the wrong StreamYard account. I think that's the problem. Okay. So anyway, please do me a favor, my darlings, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do all those YouTube-y things that YouTube loves. And I want to thank 2 people sent me Venmos. I want to thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you. Thank you. This is wonderful. Thank you. Both said to remain anonymous, so you're anonymous. I'm on the wrong StreamYard account. That's why I've not been seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing. So there we are. Okay. Should we listen to the song of Derek Carney? Oh my goodness. Sylvia's daughter, thank you so much for the $4.99. I appreciate your generosity. Why set up Shannon? Hank knows better. He knows how smart the defense is because he doesn't know better. Because he's dumb as a box of rocks. Because this is something that he is just a jerk. A jerk. That's all he is. This is something that he is just he's a worm. So he feels that if he can just squeeze into any tight place, he feels that by doing this that he's going to plant a seed into the jury of Karen being guilty. I got news. I've got news for him. You can't put toothpaste back in the tube. You can't push a rope. And you can't undo this because it is horrible. So there we are. Crazy time. Crazy town. Crazy town. So yeah, Hanky is in the Narcisse. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm hoping that you guys can see me okay because I think this is why my giveaway tool isn't working. And this is why, because I've been using the wrong account with StreamYard. Woe is me. Oh my. Well, welcome to all new members. I saw a couple of people say they are new. So welcome to coming in. Well, some of my little things weren't working and I kept thinking, why? So that's why. And StreamYard giveaway tool wasn't working. And hello, here it is. I can tell the future, but StreamYard, sometimes I can't figure you out. So there we are. Welcome all new friends. There we go. So I'm glad Breenan refused the voir dire. I heard him say one time. The voir dire. Bad for him, but great for Karen, right? I mean, all of this could have come out without the jury in the room. This is what happens when you think you know so much. That's why when I say I don't want, I think you are. I think you are. Don't worry, but I think you are. No worries. That's why I'm saying when you see this stuff happening, the jury sees. The jury sees all the antics of Bev. They see all this stuff. They see. They see. And all of this mess, Hank can do what he wants to. He can throw a little baby fit tomorrow morning. Hank, there's a hook. Hang it up. Just at any time. Okay, hold on. I can see me in Seeing Crime. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. All right, my darlings. Yeah, I messed this one up. Oh, wait. Yeah, I messed it up. I'm on the right YouTube account, but I'm in the wrong StreamYard account. Hello. And my face looks crooked. That's why. Okay, so I'm back. Here we are. So, my darlings, everything is working out in Karen's favor, and it will continue to do that. So that's why I want you to know, don't get upset. Don't think everything is weird. Don't worry. Don't worry. Hi there, Grand Mere, Rain. Well, I'm excited that you found us too. And again, I've got to tell you, for all of you who have ordered readings, please forgive me because my camera decided to just go, oh, I'm tired. I ain't working no more. And I had to order another one, and you'll get them tomorrow. So there we are. So there's that. Yes. Anyone see Bev's grave concern? Says a court reported today that an avid note taker stopped taking notes and rested her chin on her fist as the lessee crossed. Of course, that's riveting. The juror has been constantly writing even when there's a sidebar. Let me tell you this. I don't know if you saw, but over on the wrong side of the aisle, which is where Paul and Peg and all of them and Tag sit. Somebody was over there today holding their face in their hand, like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Now, there's another thing I'm going to say, and if all you can tell me, Zelda, you're bad, and I will accept your thoughts. Today, I thought it is no wonder that Karen mocked Peg the way she did in that video. Did you see her sitting there today? Giving Karen the stink eye when she walked by. When Alan Jackson was up there, she was like huffing and faces and everything else. I'm going to tell you something. Peg, if you're seeing this, it may do you well if you just calm down. It may do here.
Sit down, demon.
There. That may help you. It may help you. Rolling her eyes, giving the stink eye, doing all kinds of crazy. And how fair is that? Don't sit over here, sister. How fair? That's not fair. How fair is that? It is rude as can be. She does need to be. Oh, I wondered. I read this and I thought, but it's like that's not a good look for you, Peg. Not a good look. And the matching sweaters from his, we lovingly call her skin tag here, in the most lovingly way that we possibly can. Because it's just one of those things that you can't hardly get rid of. You may have to have surgically removed. What is she doing? What is she doing? I didn't see Paul. Groovy says Paul walked out before it was done, but he witnessed the barbecue. They're probably calling Hank tonight going, are you completely daft? Are you out of your mind? Okay. Listen, I know everybody's thoughts. You don't have to worry about it. I saw that, CCB. Yeah. I saw that. She's that country song. She's a good old hanger-oner. It's just the way it goes. Reminds me of my ex-mom. ex's mom. Very unhappy that I didn't end up with her being in my life. Oh, shoot. I had a mother-in-law like that once. Who would give me male men's cologne for Christmas. Thanks. Thanks. She thinking, I guess I was going to show up at family get-togethers and affairs smelling like Old Spice. Worse things could happen. Worse things. Will I bring my cards with me? Well, I'm going to be staying right here, and I'll have the cards with me. So if DJ wants me to pull out a card or two, we're just whatever he wants to talk about. It is his show. I am glad to accommodate. I'm just excited, and I'm looking forward to that. Oh yeah, right. And listen, they're all amazing in their own right. Yeah, they're all amazing. Terry says the jury is complaining of all bevs sustains. The questions are legit and they want the answers. That tells you everything you need to know. I'm telling you, my darlings. Aiden said Christina Rex reported the jury was stunned. They will never convict Karen. No, see? Now, one thing I want to tell you all in case you have not heard, Turtle Boy Aiden Carney had some charges dismissed today. I think one was witness intimidation or two, and there were some other stinky things that he had. They were dismissed today. That is a big win for him. I think everybody is the fix is in, Commonwealth. Fix is in. Because I can tell you this. Aiden don't play. When this is over and the lawsuits start, just wait. I will predict. Just wait until Aiden gets some lawsuits, and don't think that he won't, because I'm going to tell you, I can think of two things right now, and I'm not even a lawyer, but I'll say them. Malicious prosecution is number one. Number one, a big one. I don't think that they dropped all 16 charges. It was something like maybe 5 charges so far, something like that. Not all of them, but it was some, and I was very, very happy to see that. I'm happy. He's got to be happy because 6 of them. Okay, my darling, thanks for coming to the rescue. 6 of them, Proctor and Yuri, were 2 of them. Oh, I'm sure witness intimidation by Yuri. Can you imagine? He's at home working on his sphincter muscle now too, isn't he? They're all going to start doing that. Oh yeah, one was that being intimidated every time he said something. They tried to put him in jail. Yeah. 6 charges dropped. Amen to that. They are cuckoo, in my opinion. First of all, they don't. If they had an accident report or some type of police report that Karen was drinking, I'd be holding my breath. But the fact that they don't, the insurance company on all of this would be investigating. Insurance companies just don't say, oh, you want some money here. Let me write you a check. In fact, since we're an insurance company, you want what? $2, $3, $50,000, $100,000, whatever. Oh, you want more? Oh, you know what? We like you. Here, we'll just write a check for $100,000. They don't do that stuff. They'll never do that. Never. Never. These insurance companies will never pay. Never, because she never got a DUI. How dopey are they? I mean, are these Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Auntie Bev and the Seven Dwarfs, dopey, snoozy, sleazy, creepy. Yeah. Plays that song, "Come to my window." Yep. Oh, thank you. I have something came out and said I better check something else. So, you know what, my darlings? Let's just do a few minutes of EVPs because I just lost track of time. And I want to make sure that all of you have your EVP fix for tomorrow morning because in the morning I got a lot of work to do. All righty. Unless you want to hear Derek Carney's song first. Do you want to hear Derek Carney's song or do you want to go into EVPs? Let's do this. Derek Carney's song 1, EVPs 2. Go. Derek Carney 1, EVP 2. Thank you, Anne. You know what? This is a design that I will be using in my house that I manifest. And I'm going to make this in my office. I have a plan for my office when I get moved. And the plan for the office, it looks like EVPs are winning out. The plan for the office, Jerry says both. The plan for the office will be a set like this on one wall. I have another set on another wall. I'll have a live set on another wall. So thank you very much. I designed this, so I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put it up. Part of manifesting, I'm right here, right now. It's like a halo around my, oh, that's a green screen, my darling. I wish there was a halo around my. Did you? Oh, wait. Did you, you little stinker? Okay. That's cool. It looked like EVP. Oh, I don't. Oh, here, hold on. Did I say 2 was the EVPs? Because it looks like it's winning out. It looks like it's winning out. We love the catacombs. I love the catacombs. Listen, I wish I were about 15 years younger because I would just take off and I would go to New Orleans. I would go to all these spooky places. There is a coffee shop that I was there a while ago in Savannah that is kind of tucked behind a few things that is spooky and lovely. And oh yeah, I would love to do that. I need to hire a driver. Is what I need to hire. You know what, my darlings? Let's do this. Let's do some EVPs. Instead of listening and talking, listening to me talk. Oh my God, talking. Hello, Carrie. Did you see what happened in court today? Oh my God. I was at the hairdresser getting a blowout and she had it on the TV and it was all I could do to get out of there so I could call you. That's what happened. I know. All right, here we are. Let me get this set up so it looks half decent. I hear kitties crying in the bedroom. Honey, I was on there and I would sing and do all this funny stuff. And then they kept banning me, and I just said, and then I had the people coming and taking my stuff too. Crazy. Okay. Let me block the lips. I heard some knocking. It wasn't the kitties. John's Energy, we are set up for you. Please tell us what you think of today's barbecue in the court by Attorney Alessi. Time to get down and dirty. Come to my window. You can see me. There's a reflection of me, isn't it? No. That was not a reflection of me in that. Did you all see that? Oh, let me turn this off. I need to turn that off for a minute because that static is really starting to get to me. I think she's the most disrespectful I've ever watched in my life. Hard to say. Right. Oh, V, I'm so glad you're in here, honey. I have a double order for you. Did you mean to order bracelets twice, the same bracelets twice? Let me know. If you didn't mean that, you've got to contact customer support. So, oh, goodbye then. So you can get a refund for an order, okay? So you ordered the same bracelets twice, a Scorpio and maybe one or two more. So just let me know. You can email me but you may have to call customer service or contact customer service. Okay, so they can refund you for that one order before I send it out. But if you meant to, it's cool. I'll send it. So my darling V, let me know. Yeah, that was not me. That was not me. Okay, the white noise has been getting to me. So I have to turn that off for a minute. Okay, thanks for understanding. Short. What is short? What is short? John's Energy, I just want to let you talk for a minute. Let's just see what you say. I don't want to bombard you with a bunch of questions. I want to see what you have to say. So is that a yes? You meant to send that order? You have two orders? So if you see this V, did you mean to send two orders? Because they're two separate orders. Or if not, it's fine. But I just don't want you charged for something that you didn't want to do. I'll be right back. Well, if you didn't know, I'm 4'10". I'm built like an old Hollywood, like, what was her name? Whomever. So what is short? Tell us what's short. Deal with these storms and tornadoes. 4 feet of snow, deal with it. Yeah, it storms, all kinds of stuff all the time. 5'1" with Skechers on. Movie. Oh, you know why he's saying this, my friends. Have you ever seen on his tombstone? Life is like a movie. That is on his tombstone. It may mean that it's a short movie. It's all just a movie. Yeah, 5'10", and Jane Russell is what I'm thinking of. Built like Jane Russell, 5'10". Look. I think he's talking about what he has on his tombstone. That's what I'm thinking. I think the CW, I think all of this is going to be short-lived. Pardon me. But yeah, he has that engraved on his tombstone. Get Shorty, I love it. I don't think Bev is going to do anything. I don't think she's going to miss trial. I don't think she's going to do anything. I think we are in the final stretch for the Commonwealth. And then when the defense has theirs, what are you huffing for, sissy? When the defense has their, when they lay out their case, oh, woofy. That's going to be hard for them to recover from. Sammy might be on cab too. There's no way she's going to say, oh, Brady violation, oh, Rule 14, oh, sorry, mistrial with prejudice. No. No. Beg. Who's going to beg? Is it going to be the Commonwealth? If I were the Commonwealth, I'd be begging for this to be over too. That's exactly. Green-eyed Zelda, what if defense asks for a dismissal? They won't get it. She's going to see this to the bitter end. But I'm going to tell you, she knows. Pardon me. She knows that these are all appellate type things, but of course it cannot be appealed if Karen is convicted, and I do not see that happening. Carl Steinbeck. You know Carl Steinbeck. I love him. He's my kind of guy. Carl, ethical. See? You see, he's saying these are all ethical violations. That's right. In an appeal, not a lawyer, just my thought. And Carl Steinbeck says there won't be a conviction. I'll tell you why. You want to know why? Not only is Karen factually innocent, she's forensically innocent. And I'm also going to tell you the other thing. The fact that if long shot Karen ever got convicted, they would appeal it immediately, and no judge wants to have a mark on them for having an appellate decision. And believe me, they are stacking up the appeal reasons, I can say it that way, like crazy. Bev would not want to have her decision overturned. That's not a good look for a judge. And especially being as whacked out as she gets over this. Wow, I thought I saw something. Yeah. So the family is not going to, Sam, the family is, I don't know if you can force her off the bench. But what I will tell you is this: there has been a lot of people filing complaints in mass, in droves, from all over. They're bringing attention. But the governor's got other things going on in Massachusetts. This is the least of her worries. She's closing, well, I can't sit on here. I don't want to get, but just look her up. Well, my darlings, let me tell you this. As you know, judges are appointed. Peaceful. That's right. Judges are appointed. She was only a public defender before she got appointed to the bench. She didn't have a big practice. She was a public defender, and then she got appointed. What does that tell you? It would have to take the governor, and the governor's not going to do anything because it was, this governor likes her. You look so beautiful. Thank you. I mix my lipstick colors, but I can't have them too juicy because, these people with the fur, it's like I have furry lips. Thank you so much. I mix. I like the pink. In my everyday travels, I wear I don't want to say the name, but it is an N-word, N-U-D lip for every day. I wanted to see what John had to say about what was going on. Okay, Riley. It's Shakespeare, I believe. Yes. Yes. Girl, you got to go for it. Ethical, peaceful, right? You got to go for it. I wear all color. I can't wear the corals. I'm not an orange person because I've got kind of olivey. I need a blue undertone. Okay, Riley. Thank you, my darling. There's another Cash App. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's so generous. That goes into my chicken salad fund. I wear peptide gloss. Sometimes I just wear a chapstick. Aw, thank you, my darling. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Love it. Love the brick colors. There's a Clinique. I don't know if they still make it. Clinique makes this lip color that is on the corally state. We know now. The corally brick. It's not a blue undertone. It's called brick, I think. Oh, it's that Hollywood stop traffic red, but I can't wear it because it's got a yellow undertone. Makes me look. Oh, they still have it? Oh yeah. Oh, that's the one. That is gorgeous. I have that lipstick envy. He has said Riley. The lady has Chloe got her from a woman with last name Riley. I know. I heard that. The Chloe imposter. It's 3:45 a.m. here in the UK. Oh, my darling Queenie. Have a very blessed and safe night, my darling. Tomorrow's another day. Just a minute. Riley is getting crazy over here on the door. I've got to let him out or he's going to tear things down. Hold on. Quick. Wow. Aw, my mother was an old and just learning about makeup. My daughter's no more. Aw. Listen, you want to know what I learned? I was the makeup queen. Hello, don't stop over there. My stuff is heating up. I was the makeup queen until I started thinking that I was going to wear my makeup like I did back in the day. And then I would look at myself and think, I could haunt my own house with this makeup. What is going on? It took me a minute to relearn what I should do, what I could do, what I should not do. I had to go from coal black eye pencil. Now it is brown and brown black. Yeah. So there's things that need to change. But I won't give up my dark hair. I won't go gray for a while. Everybody's like, oh, you should go gray. No, I won't do that. Mm-mm. Okay, over there. They all came out of the room because they were upset because that YouTube channel that has the cat TV on only lasts so long, and it'll come up with this little thing that says, are you still watching? And you have to click it either yes or no. And if you're not around, it just goes off. And that's when they got upset because their TV program went off. And they started at the door. I'm all about taupe, stone, make. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Here's Petey Pink Nose. This is AKA Paranormal Petey. But I'm old school Hollywood, red lip. Here we go, power. See, I love these that he's coming up with because, hi. Cat TV is all little squirrels and butterflies and birds, and they're chirping and eating, and gotcha. All right, over there. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure. Render. Oh, could we render a verdict soon? What verdict will we render? I love it. This is Paranormal PD and AKA PD Pink Nose. There he is my man. Gotcha. I gotcha. Render founder. Who's the founder of Aperture? Do you think that? Oh my gosh, Cheryl. Cheryl, let me know if you want me to read your message because it's so amazing. Oops, hello. I just took something off here that I shouldn't have done. Regardless, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. You're so generous. Bless you, my darling. Thank you. That goes right to the chicken salad fund. What are you seeing, Petey? A deer? You never know. In the summer, I might do a little, as they say, money pieces and all that other stuff. You just don't know. But I've been just about every color that you can imagine back in the day. Let me tell you this. When I wore my hair short in the 80s, I would do a blue black. Now, it was very stunning. But when you get into those colors, especially a blue black, hello, you can't get that out. And it almost has to grow out. That was a horrible thing. But you talk about stunning, I would get out in the sunlight and I looked like the old Superman cartoons where he would have a blue streak. I loved it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sam, your mama wants back. Oh, honey. Would cost a fortune. Oh. Well, you do know what I used to do when my hair was really long was I would get a bowl and mix it in. And it would only take 2 boxes because I would mix water in with it too. And it doesn't, you have to keep it on longer, but it doesn't keep you, it's not as harsh looking. Ow, you don't bite, mama. Thank you, my darling. It is a Paul Mitchell project. I did look at that. And it's kind of like a finishing pomade type thing. Sammy, thank you. No. This one, he decides he doesn't bite my son. He loves my son, but he bites me like, here, I'm going to teach you, mama. Thank you. Sammy is a beautiful. Okay, goodbye. What are you thinking? What song are you thinking? Sammy, pardon me, ma'am. Mama, I am available. I am available. My hair is growing blonde, not gray. And so, no, I think that's wonderful. Believe me. Sylvia's not, well, my darling, I understand. I feel where you're coming from. But Karen is on trial for murder. And the unfortunate part is that I don't believe that this is Shannon's doing. I believe this is Hank's doing. And Tully being sleazy weasels. And it's unfortunate that there's a little fallout and that it has to be him. But he can recover. And it would not surprise me over the next couple of days if he is no longer with Aperture. Because if you would see, in fact, let me see something here. Come to my window. Oh my gosh, DJ is posting this all over I still call it Twitter, X. Let me show you something. I got to show you something here. We're going to take a reference. Yep. We're going to take a slight detour to a place here that I want. Type O negative black. Go. Cause it's raining and blowing. Can't go. Oh. Tully's little bald head. Yeah, what is it with this baldness stuff? Okay, I'm going to share something with you. We'll come back to this in a minute. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is Shannon Burgess's CV that's on Aperture. I don't know if you can see it, but now it is marked not for expert designation. Since they have done that, I'm going to tell you what I really think is going to happen. I think if they Rutro is right. I think if they tried to get him back on the stand, consensus, I think it will be the consensus of the court and the Commonwealth that they're going to have to toss his testimony because, quite frankly, I mean, I hate it for him, but I think basically what it's going to be is, look, if there is a lie, and I'm not going to say if he lied, okay? Look, there's always a little something. Nobody's perfect. But if there's a little something that he's either had a moment of amnesia and neglected to put it on or take it off or do whatever, or somebody else did that. Grayson, who is Grayson? If somebody, everyone needs to calm down. Money. Yeah, see? Don't forget. There was the questions today about Alessi saying, how much did the Commonwealth pay Aperture for you? How much was it? At this point, it may be too much. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Thank you. Thank you, John. But it does not show that he was fired. But at this point, what are they going to do with his testimony? Because it's raining. Give me a second, Sylvia's daughter. Procedure. Because here's the rub, my darlings. This is what the jury is going to be thinking. Well, let's see. If this guy will lie on his CV, is he lying about this content? And that's my question too. How much were you told? What did Tully tell you? And you heard this, what he was saying. Did you talk with Hank? Did you talk with Tully? Who did you email? Pardon me. Who did you talk with? And it's sad for him, but look at what that's on there now. It's over. It's over. I don't think they can accept that. They may have to even go back to the original timeline. You heard it here. They may have to just go back. Oh boy, my stuff you see how it's stopping and starting? It's because my stuff is heating up. So, yes, he talked to Tully. He said at least 10 times. Come on, sister. The person I wanted to go in the room. And here she is. So, he did speak to Tully, he said. He told Alessi a handful of times. Tully again. And then Alessi said, what is your definition of a handful? And Shannon said 10. That's a lot. And, hello. They want to rip Arca? I mean, Hank. I'm hearing noises. Tully is so flippin' busted. Him, you're right. Him, Proctor, Buchanan, Oh, Mel's going to have a complete, you talk about her head popping off. Carpet. You just don't see, we don't know, my darlings. We don't know. And I saw another picture today of John's feet with these socks. They are too small. Look at the energy. Look at the energy here. Questions. Uh-huh. Thank you. Questions. Keeps gross. I don't think it means 144. I think it's more on the mess level. Well, you know what, Karen? You know what? I got to tell you something. He's not even local. He's from All the Pain. Oh. See, this is why I don't like to ask questions, because sometimes the energy cannot form answers. But what they can do is stop. They can give us some type of indication of emotions together. Yeah. Happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, and ease my mind, no matter how the world would be. So very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my oh boy, alive. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it's got to be the only one for me, and you for me. So happy together. How is the weather? Rain. Happy together. David would be David Yannetti. So that's my question, my darlings. Good. I'm glad. I want you all to be singing, and you know, we have a lot to sing about. But my question is, what now? Me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it has to be the only. No, thank you. For me is you. They like the singing. Sing it, Jerry. How is the weather? Honey, they are all handsome. If we were in a lottery, I would just say, listen, I will take payment. So I have a question. Was there a payment for the carpet through David Yannetti? Because, thank you, miss. Because, oh boy, they are all handsome. They're my kind of guys. If you want to know what Zelda likes, listen, Alessi, when he cross-examines, I mean, I would be intimidated. Today it was like, am I to understand that you said hello? Am I to understand, Mr. Burgess? Did you say hello, sir, or did you say just hello? What was it? How many times? A handful? What's a handful? Am I to understand? I love it when he does that. Pardon me. Oh, she just created a marker, and I have no idea how she did that, but I'm going to have to find that out, because that would be wonderful. I like brains more than brawn. Give me brains any day. Now, I don't want any, you see the size of that straw? No. I don't like skinny men. But listen, Alessi is fire, and he's my age. Hello, I'll take it. I'll take it. Hello. Most guys my age are like, please. We used to beat you up in kindergarten. No, we don't know. I won't do that. Yes. Yeah, they're fired up with all this energy. They are roaming. They're roaming. I want Alessi to be my boyfriend. Listen, I don't know how their wives would feel, but listen, you got to know how their wives. I mean, these men are strong, intelligent, handsome, they cook, smart, funny. Back in the old days, there you go. Back in the old days, it used to be a prerequisite for me. If you could dance, I would go out with you. Then I had to get my priorities straight. But now I'm back to the part about dancing again. Plastic. Did somebody play with it? Oh, tail light. I even cracked myself up. I'm thinking, did someone pay with a credit card? Bingo. Bingo. I love an intelligent man. Me too. My reactions cracked me up. Somebody the other day said, do you have to be so animated? Yes. Could be tail light. I keep wanting to say this and I don't finish because I keep getting distracted because you guys are just so fantastic, and John and Kat and everything going on. My question is, tomorrow what do they do? He has now been marked. I mean, think about this. It is now on Aperture's site that says not for expert designation. They got caught with their hands in the cookie jar. And I wonder if he can get a lawyer and really rake them over, because this is Aperture and the Commonwealth's fault. I think they did this to him. And the reason why they did this is because maybe they just thought they could get away with it. And he wouldn't ask questions and he wouldn't say anything. That's usually what a patsy is. Oh, who heard a male voice? Does somebody hear a male voice? I did not hear it, but maybe y'all did. Christian, hi, honey. Look at that beautiful profile picture. It was great today. I even kept the sigil up all day. See? Looking forward to tomorrow. The dream team is ready to blow this case out of the water. Absolutely. Competitive. This will definitely get competitive now. You watch Hank tomorrow. Because I'm going to tell you what, I think Alessi is going to come in there. He's going to come in hot and say, look at mile, hello. He's going the extra mile because he's going to come in extra hot and he's going to say, look at what we've printed out now, not recommended for expert designation. I move to strike this testimony, Your Honor. Can you please, because we're going to have a fight here in a minute. I bet you. I bet you. I bet you that's I bet you. And do I think Bev will do it? And see, if she doesn't, that is another potential appellate strike, in my opinion. So I think that that's what they're going to do based on what my gut is, because now this his testimony from today is useless. If they get him on the stand, it will be a total annihilation. And I don't think Alessi wants to do that. But look, this is his job. And if it's coming out that it's not him and it's Aperture that did this, and it's Tully that did this, if I had a hammer, if I were Shannon Burgess, I would be consulting a lawyer tomorrow. Why? Well, because I would be pardon me, I would be A-okay to testify. But then when I get caught, y'all tear me down. Y'all knew it when you hired me. See, I think Aperture and Tully and the Commonwealth threw him in there thinking that they would get away with this. They had the same ability to, the Commonwealth had the same ability to vet him, and I'm sure that they did. Talk about fix. This fix was in. They tried to fix the CV. Pardon me, ma'am. They tried to fix the CV. They tried to fix it all. This was a wreck. I mean, I'm going to tell you, Alessi spent the afternoon rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. That's how bad this was. Because we knew it was going to sink. It was just a matter of time. Yes, and she is to blame too. Aunt Bev is supposed to, she needs to be blamed as well. And another appellate problem, because she wouldn't let them basically vet voir dire. I like that name, voir dire. I like Prohoc Vice too. Detective Tully. Is it Detective Lieutenant Tully or Lieutenant Detective Tully or just Tully? But I like that word, Prohoc Vice too. This, you're going to see a pattern now, my friends. And I know you all like the sigil. Just no. Because this evil stuff, this cloaking and the binding and all this stuff, there's an old-fashioned song. It only hurts for a little while. That's what they tell me. That's what they say. It only sticks around for a little bit. This stuff is not permanent. Pardon me, ma'am. Stop. Just calm. Amen to you, sister. What Hank and Green Eyed says, what Hank meant for evil turned into good. Absolutely. Prayer, Psalm 56. You're going to see, you can see how that's starting to do that. My stuff is, Psalm 56, paraphrasing. When you pray, the tide of the battle is turning. All of this stuff that is inverted will now be corrected. Watch. This stuff is going to turn upside down. This all comes from Jen trying to cloak the truth. Not good. The bad, doing this. Don't say that. Don't say it in the chat, please. Don't say it in the chat. Please don't say that in the chat. We're just not going to even, we'll just let it go. I know. We know what you did. We know what they did. We know what they did. It is, my darlings. Yeah, different. When you do cloaking and binding work, ma'am, cloaking and binding, please don't put names in there. It won't last because it's not, it goes against the rhythm of the universe. It's not pure. It's not right. It's not good. Stop, or you're good. Stay. Oh, not you. Stay. Every word is spot on tonight, is absolutely sure. Absolutely. You're going to calm down or you're going to go in the room. Right? Right, Jules? There you go, Kim. I think tonight in that microdots video, you saw a big culprit. But BA does not go without blame, in my opinion, because BA kept peacocking and charging up Higgy Baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Sylvia's daughter asked me a question. Please help make a decision. Do I go home or rehab center? Doctors vary. My darling, the moment that you asked that, and thank you for your generosity, I cannot give any type of medical instruction or anything like that. But what I will tell you is, based on what your doctor says and based on how you feel, I believe rehab. Ow! You do not bite me, madam. Sorry. I believe rehab, to make sure, you might want to shorten your stay, but make sure that you're capable when you get home of taking care of yourself. That's what it is. 50. 50. Who's 50? I got hair in my mouth. Why is it this time of night I want a cheeseburger so bad? Ugh. No. Thank you, V, my darling. I know you're awesome more than you even portray. I can feel good in you, love in your heart for that. Thank you so much. I try. I've seen a lot of bad things. A lot. And that's why I don't do a lot of work for children anymore. So we're just going to kind of drop that. But yeah, thank you. It was me that heard the male voice. Well, I hope he does dishes. I hope he can run the vacuum cleaner, because I'm getting so busy. Listen, my goal is to hire a part-time housekeeper, a part-time cook, and maybe a driver. I want it all because I've done it all and I'm tired of it. Oh gosh, crave chicken. That chicken salad chick was about the best chicken salad that I've had in a while, other than my own. Pardon me, ma'am. Can you just not calm down? What are you so happy about? Ordered a cheeseburger plate or a cheeseburger plate. One thing you'll find out about me, I love to laugh, but I get very passionate about, I hate corruption and bias and people who hurt others because they can. Ooh, that makes me seethe. 50, 50, 50, 50. I know somebody used to say instead of 50, it would be 50. Let me give me 50. Give me 50 cents. Give me 50 cents. They'd say definition. What definition of what? Or are we defining something? So, my darlings, listen. And listen. I love to go to the casino. Harris Cherokee Casino is one of my favorites. I love going there. 50 as in police. Now that would be something, wouldn't it? Thanks, Christian. Yeah, listen, I love casino stuff. I wanted, before I really got hot into this, do you know, because I know people who have these channels on YouTube, and I've talked to them about how building your bankroll type stuff. I came this close. It was either this that I'm doing. What is that? Hey, not that I care. My master's a Jew. But I came this close to starting a casino child. Or don't say anything in the chat, please. Humor. Okay, we'll take it. Wow. But anyway, I came this close to starting a casino channel, and I even had the name. I have it reserved, and it was going to be called One Slot Mama. Now, I know. But, going to these casinos, but listen, I know of a couple, husband and wife. She had big corporate job. He had another job. They quit. They paid off their home. They do it full time now. On the radio. And they are making bank. How do they do that? Well, you know what? You get, see, there you go. Listen, I had a couple of business one time and in the wintertime, I supplemented by going to the casino. I think the best year I had was 94,000. Remember. Okay, we're remembering. Slots are us. That's right. Oh. But I do it methodically. There you go. My dad would he would love to go. He would go everywhere, but he would lose because he wouldn't pay attention to what he was doing. And I told him one time, I said, listen, you can't play this nickel stuff. You got to play my opinion. I'm not telling anybody what to do, but I told him, you got to play in high limit, and you got to play smart. You got to change often. Legislative. Tell me things aren't getting involved. Can you please, ma'am? Everybody wants to come here and just do whatever they want to on my channel. Stop. And I sat there with him and I'd say, okay, no, don't do this, don't do that. And I'm a blackjack player, but we didn't do that. But he walked out of there with $42,000. That was one jackpot, high limit. And I told him, night. Yeah, I did. I told him night. But I told him, you're not putting any more of that back in. That's it. And that was it. You got to know. You got to know what to do. That was one. Got to do a thing, like be married to each one of them, even though, right? Hello. I don't think I could stand it. Listen, I would be flipped out if one of them would look at me, if I were dating one of them, hypothetically, hello. If I were dating one of them and hypothetically one of them looked at me like, I'd be, okay. I spent too much. I bought a cheeseburger when I wasn't supposed to. Right? I mean, hello. That's right. You got to treat it like a business, my darling. You got to treat it like a business. You got to. That's why I like to go to Cherokee, because Cherokee you can't film because it's on a reservation for some reason. They've got it there that it's Harrah's, but it's so beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful casinos. I mean, beautiful as in earthy beautiful. Oh, heck, look out. I've got them all come up. All right, my darlings, it is almost 11:30 and I have an early morning. The cats are, you go to Harrah's? Do you go to Cherokee Harrah's? Harrah's Cherokee Casino in North Carolina? Listen to that accent. In North Carolina, we've had an excellent night, my darlings. I probably will go live. I would love to come to Vegas because I want to see. I'm not a person that flies. I will tell you that. I cannot sit by people in airplanes. I can't. It's very hard for me to do that. So anyway, I will most likely go live. I'll make sure I'm on the right tap. I'll make sure I'm on the right account in StreamYard so I can figure out what's going on. I'll go live Wednesday night. And then live with the cab. I'll be in the cab on Saturday. I'm so excited. I'm going to share that in on X as well. And y'all have the link, but I'll share the link in my community so y'all know, so you can get over there and come on. I can't wait. I can't do the flight thing. I get, especially if I sit by someone who does not practice proper things. Oh my God. Historical. And so I end up having to buy a ticket that is way overpriced or something like that because I can't stand it. But now that you have to do this real ID thing, I don't know. So I'll have to wait and see. So that's why I've always try to go locally and that sort of thing. So, all right. Robin, all of you make me laugh so much. I love you guys and I love being here. So, my darling, thank you. And I want to thank you once again to each and every one of you for your generous Venmos. Hello. My goodness, I appreciate that. Like I said, it goes into the chicken salad fund. And I just love you guys so much. So this is what I'm going to do because I can feel the heat coming off of my devices. We're going to leave it with historical. I'm going to remove him and take that away. And I will see you all. Well, I'll be in somebody's court tomorrow, either Melanie or I was in Andrea Burkhart today. I like her. And I like the fact that she comes up with some things. And see, I'm a techie. I like the fact that she got very techie today. So I want to thank you all for being here impromptu. And thank you so much for being with me in Manifestation Monday. Don't forget that guided 17-second video is now up in True Oracle. Use that, start manifesting, live the life you want, you need, you deserve. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Thank you to everyone for doing that. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. And as soon as I get my new camera tomorrow, I promise I'll make it up to those who have ordered readings. And they're still spinning in my camera trying to be uploaded now. So, oh, you want me to play the Derek song? Let's play the Derek song. That's a good way to go out. Let's do that. Let's do a Derek song. Let's do the Derek song. I think that's an excellent way. Here we go. Here we go, my darlings. We're going to rock it before we go out. Let's get ready. Oh, look at that face. Let me get her going.
Won't find a fingerprint, how dare you? How dare you? Won't find one drop of spit, how dare you? How dare you? There's no evidence here, how dare you? How dare you? But the truth falls on a deaf ear. I'm innocent, how dare you? Magnificent, how dare you? Your accusations are not based in reality, and I deserve much better than you're treating me. When you die, you will see what a monster you've been to me. Is my love not enough? Can't you just be happy in this love? Why you gotta make it so rough when we've been blessed with this gift from above? Won't find a finger. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Won't find one drop of spit. How dare you? How dare you? There's no evidence here. How dare you? How dare you? But the truth falls on a deaf ear. I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? You my one. You're my 1, 2. You're my 1, 2, 3. I love you. I need you. Just believe in me. I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Is my love not enough? Can't you just be happy in this love? Why you gotta make it so rough when we've been blessed with this gift from above? Won't find a fingerprint. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Won't find one drop of spit. How dare you? How dare you? There's no evidence here. How dare you? How dare you? But the truth falls on a deaf ear. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? Stop this judgment. How dare you? I'm heaven sent. How dare you? You're my 1. You're my 1, 2. You're my 1, 2, 3. I love you. I need you. Just believe
All in the background.
in me. I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? This judgment. How dare you? I'm heaven sent. How dare you? How dare you? dare you? How dare you? I'm innocent. How dare you? Magnificent. How dare you? Get yourself right, 'cause I absolutely don't deserve this. And I've put up with it for way too long. Better wise up, straight up. Get it together, wise up.
Yes, I love that song. Yes, yes, I do. My darlings, tomorrow's another court day. And if Melanie's back, I'll be there with Melanie. And if she's not, I'll probably be over at Andrea Burkhardt. Or maybe with Kurt at Uncivil Law. I may make the rounds. I even like Emily Baker, but you know, Emily doesn't say much. I mean, I think she's getting sus, right? And that doesn't matter because I think she's a wonderful lawyer. And wow, she's just fantastic. I think tomorrow we may hear somebody say that we have to strike this testimony from Burgess, I think. If Burgess shows up to give more testimony on the stand, the jury is going to go, hello, how can they believe him? However, if Bev, let's think of it this way. Remember, covert activity. If Bev, I'll allow it, happens to allow this, then the jury is going to see just one more thing that they can be suspicious. Everything that is happening is more than reasonable doubt. Everything. You're more than welcome. So tomorrow just may be a mixed bag. Tomorrow may be a mixed bag. We may see a few things. We may see, because the cards keep showing, that the defense is going to file some type of motion. They're going to file something is going to be happening. Yeah, I love EDB. I think she's really great. When I first started watching LawTube, it was Johnny Depp in Nick Rekieta Law. Then that's kind of where I met Kurt on Civil Law. And then, it just kind of went on from there. Andrea Burkhardt, and then it kind of went on. I don't even know how I got to Melanie, but I stumbled on Melanie, and I'm so grateful that I did. So, yeah, this is something. So, my darlings, tomorrow, as Scarlett says, tomorrow is another day, and I will see you very, very soon. All right, so hang tight. Here comes the outro, and good night, everyone. Much love to each and every one of you. Thanks again for being here for me with Manifestation Monday, and this, wow, we went full bore, didn't we? Here we go, my darlings. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. They'll tell you the facts are clear, but the truth always flickers between the lines. In every shadow, there's a secret that refuses to stay buried. Clues hide in symbols, and sometimes even fate won't show its hand. Voices echo not just from the living, but from the silence they leave behind. I'm Lady Zelda. This is Seeing Crime, where what's hidden doesn't stay hidden for long. Until next time, keep watching